Hello everyone, my name is Nguyễn Hoàng Phương Linh and I am Miss Cosmo Vietnam 2025 and I am also the co-founder and also the project managers of my community projects Light to Life. This is a mental well-being initiative designed to bring mental support for the youth. And I will use this 3 minutes presentation to focus on my project solutions because I believe that my videos already describe my drive and also the purpose of my project. And I think Light to Life will be implemented by 3 layers of support ecosystem. And those 3 layers will provide mental support for the youth in a platform that is very accessible, immediate, and culturally relevant. So the first layer will be the instant support platform. I will design a confidential online platform to connect the young people with distress with trained volunteers and psychology. So any incoming case will receive the immediate support like the first aid emotional support and then they will be also guided to next steps and sometimes they will also be transferred to our partners of mental clinics. And the second layer is the community of peer listener. So we will train the volunteers, the young professions, and also the students, the psychology students with the structure curriculums designed and advised by experts. So we are building a self-sustainable network of peer listener. So there will be more support in terms of mental health in the society with not having to expanding too much cost. And the third layer is the cultural impact programs. We'll be hosting public workshop and also art therapy, school collaborations in order to make mental health conversations more and more common, because right now in Vietnam there's a lot of stigma around mental health, so we want to reduce it. So healing will become less personal and more social and cultural. And I think with these 3 layers, we will not only providing help, but we are building a circle of resilience. And this programs will also be sustained by a smart financial plan that I would love to touch on more in details if there's any question related in the Q&A sessions. And also I have just handed to the judges the Light to Life handbook. In that handbook I have described all the activities that I have done for my kickoff. And also there's a lot of information.
For your presentation, Ms. Cosmo Vietnam.
Please take a look, and I'm happy to receive any questions.
And also, we'd love to invite Ms. Tata to give the questions.
Xin chào Phương Linh.
Xin chào Tata. Good morning.
Okay, I'm very interested. Can you share to us one case study of someone who needed help and seek for help through your platform? And then go through all the layers you've provided. And then what's the outcome for them? Is it actually efficient and effective? Is your formula actually proven? And after that, what's the next step? Do you still keep in touch? Do you create a community? Or it's just that 3 layers and then bye-bye?
Yeah. Thank you for your questions. I would love to share with you what I have done in the last 6 months. I think the majority of time in the last 6 months I spent is to come up with that formula, because there's a lot of time initially I thought this project will be pretty simple. I just need to find people who need help, people who volunteer to do this job, and expert, so the expert can train the volunteers and to help the people that in need. But it is not that simple. It is mental health, so it is health, it is related to life. And when I talk more with the expert, with the professor from university, they address to me a lot of risk, and if that risk does not cannot be controlled, there will lead to serious consequences. So those layers that I have just presented to you is the outcome of many hours of hard work and discussions with the expert in order to come up with that. And I think this project is a long-term project that will require a lot of time, trial and error. And standing here, I cannot guarantee to you that those 3 layers will be the best way, but I hope that in the future that I will implement that, and there will be people who will be will receive benefit from that 3 layers. And if anything go wrong, I'm so willing to change and to improve with my team.
Well, first of all, thank you for accepting that there's some room for improvement, because all of us, our project, there are always then trial and errors. But what do you think is the biggest barrier of your project, and how would you overcome that? Because if you ask me, as from someone from outer circle, I think to get those specialists, to listen and to help out, that's the crucial part.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you are in the inner circle and you already actually spent your 6 months working on this. Is this the same barrier that you're facing, or there's any different things?
Thank you for your question, Bimok. I think one of the biggest barrier was also mentioned in my presentation is the stigma around it, the stigma around mental health in Vietnamese society. Because people thought that, it's a sickness and they are broken if they encounter any of those symptoms, and they are not willing to seek help, and sometimes they cannot even afford the help, or they don't have the trust that help will actually help them. So that's why I have implemented the cultural impact programs. I would like to collaborate with school and with expert or other community that have been doing this job through art therapies, through public therapy, in order to raise more awareness about mental health, and also to normalize conversations about mental health, so people will be more willing to talk about this and to be more willing to seek projects like Light to Life. And I think in order to achieve a healthy society in terms of mental health, we cannot do one way. We must do a lot of ways to tackle that problem.
Thank you so much, Miss Cosmo Vietnam.